We're Jimmy and Natalie, and we're living in our van in Baja, Mexico.
1, go! Woo!
Week 3 gets off to a bit of a rough start when what should be a magical bucket list excursion takes a turn for the worse.
The phrase coming to mind right now is shared trauma.
But this week's also a story of redemption, as we're able to bounce back and see what all the hype around van life in Baja is really about. I really love the vibe of waking up early so that you can go do a really exciting activity. It reminds me of like when I was a kid and it was Christmas morning.
I'm just as tired as on Christmas morning.
I feel like that's part of the magic, is you fight through the sleepiness because you're so excited to go do this cool thing.
I'm so weirdly nervous for this right now.
Are you scared that the whales won't like you?
Yeah.
Aw. They'll love you, Jimmy.
It took me 9 years to make sure that this whale liked me.
Oh,
I'm
that's so
kidding.
so mean.
Kidding.
We're about to set off on a tiny boat to go see some gray whales in the wild. And we're gonna be out on the open water for about 3 hours. We're feeling slightly nervous, but mostly we're just excited to see some whales.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited. I've never seen a whale that wasn't in an aquarium.
Dude, this is gonna be so much fun.
I know, it's crazy.
Be careful with the sharks.
I can't tell if that's a joke. This thing goes fast. So the whales we're about to see are gray whales. They get to be about 15 meters long, and they're only about half the size of blue whales.
Every time I see a shadow in the water, I think it's a whale. I don't know if we're there yet.
It could be, who knows?
The farther and farther we make it out here, the smaller and smaller this boat is starting to feel.
My primary goal for today is to pet one whale. And my secondary goal for today is to not get motion sick. So far I'm feeling all right, but the water is really testing me.
We have come to a complete stop. The engine is off, and there are 2 other tour boats here, so I think we're in the correct area. And now it's just a waiting game.
I really hope we get lucky. That's a blowhole.
The chase is on.
Okay, they're not chasing.
To be fair, they don't chase the whales here.
They specifically say they don't chase them, they don't feed them. The whales just come up because they like to see people. I don't understand it.
You see any yet, Corey?
I saw one.
Oh! Wow. I saw its tail.
I know, it's a big tail.
After seeing so many of them so far away, I'm just gonna feel extra lucky if we actually get to touch one today. Oh, I keep missing them. It's right under us. Gosh.
Wow.
This is the best day ever.
Whoa.
They're getting so close.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one got super close. You didn't touch it, did you, Jimmy?
No. I'm just trying not to puke on it. Love you. Well, the morale on the ship is at an all-time low. I'm not proud to mention it, but both Natalie and I just got sick, and we're currently waiting on Corey. I think he's next.
Okay, we made it over the side of the boat, so I consider that a win, I guess.
I don't know how everyone else is doing it. It is so choppy out here.
I feel like we're the only ones who are sick, but we're like really struggling.
Not good. Oh no. I will admit I do feel a lot better. Still not 100%, but getting there. They passed out these cute little lunches, and I think we're gonna enjoy them from the comfort of our van. Not here. The phrase coming to mind right now is shared trauma.
It seemed like everybody else on the boat was totally fine. They were like really cheerful and they were like, oh, whales, so cool. And like by the end of it, I was just like, I don't care. I am over the whales. I was so violently sick. I don't know what happened to us, but.
We are all back in the van just trying to recoup from what happened out there. The whales were awesome. They were spectacular. Nothing against the whales. But for some reason, we had a cursed aisle and all three of us got sick, or at least close to sick. I don't want to throw Corey under the bus, but we did not feel good. And we're starting to feel better, but I think it's gonna take a while. We might take the rest of the day off. We are done with the whale watching. It's been a couple days and we all feel 100% again.
Since then, we have all driven about 3 hours down south towards the town of Mulegé, and now we're on a beach called Santispac, which is such a weird name. I don't really know where they came up with that one. It's actually a paid campsite, and we paid for an entire week, which I know sounds extravagant.
But we did it on purpose because it's cheaper this way.
We got one night for free, and so for the entire 7 nights, we paid about $70 US per van. So, and I know that that's a lot more expensive than free, but we're camping right on the beach in the Bay of Conception.
Those places absolutely beautiful. It is a little packed. You can probably see behind us, all of the spots are completely filled.
We've got a lot of new amigos. It's really nice though, and it's got a couple of extra amenities, which is really convenient. And it also feels a little bit more safe than some of the free spots around here. So yeah, we've got quite a number of nights here, and I think this is gonna be where the relaxing part of our Baja trip really starts. No more puking into the ocean.
Starting now.
If you've got a really keen eye, then you might have noticed that in the garage of our van, we don't currently have our electric e-bikes that we love so much. And that's because we had to make the really tough decision while we were in Arizona to get a storage unit so that we could make some extra room in our garage, mostly so that we could get 2 stand-up paddle boards.
Well, that was no joke the hardest thing I've ever done. This year, at least.
You have to blow it up until it looks like a paddleboard, and then you're about halfway done, and it gets a lot harder to actually pump it. But I'm pretty close. I just don't know how we're gonna paddle after this.
Good job, Nat.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Corey, let's see you stand up.
I've done it once already. I don't know if I can do it again.
Corey, you better widen that stance. Oh my gosh. Corey, you're making me so nervous.
Stay away from me, but I got it.
You're doing great, Matt. This is really fun. These boards are awesome. The only thing is that the wind is pushing us out closer and closer towards the boats. I still can't believe what an awesome time we're having at this place. We did have to spend a little bit of money to be here, but I think it's been completely worth it. And now that we've been through officially half of Baja, I'd probably say you kind of need to be able to like fully experience it.
You need to spend money to, yeah.
At least for some sites.
I could see that.
Yeah, we've had some awesome free sites, and obviously we're gonna have a lot more. Like, we're not done with this trip. But after seeing this one, I think I am pleasantly surprised, and I'm more open to spending money for campsites going forward. Not in a million years would you be able to find a free spot like this. Or if you do, it's not going to be shown on iOverlander. Love you.
Love you.
It's so perfect.
I know. This is like the most picture-perfect beach I've ever seen in real life.
And it's only $10 US a night.
That's actually crazy.
That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Just beachfront camping.
We've kind of already moved spots. Not our vans, but we've gone for a walk just to see what's around here. This, where we're standing right now, is probably one of my favorite spots. It's a very small private beach. So the first RV is that way, and the next one is not for another 50 feet that way. So there's a little patch of road that you get your own private beach. And it's kind of a welcome sight after hanging out at our actual campsite, because there's only so many palapas, and at a certain point people are starting to share them, so it's getting really, really crowded.
It's a good community atmosphere. Like, it feels like a very social environment where you can walk up and talk to people if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But Jimmy and I'd say this for Corey too, I think we're all three pretty introverted, so we kind of like the peace and quiet. So we like this spot.
I'm just making sure the seagulls don't poop on us.
Oh yeah.
And all this to say, not to complain, but just to give you an idea of what it's like here. So it's busy, it's crowded, but it is cheap, and it's really, really pretty.
So if you hear kids playing in the background or music in the distant background of all of our other footage, that's why.
It's got like really
It's almost warmer.
Oh no.
These are definitely full. Yes.
Good morning. This is gonna be day 2 of using our paddle boards, and I'm excited for this because we don't have to set them up today. We're trying this a little bit earlier today. We're like trying to get out on the paddle boards in the morning because yesterday in the afternoon, the wind really started to pick up, which made the waves push us out further away from the beach really quickly. So it kind of made it hard to relax on the paddle boards, and we were kind of constantly fighting against the current to make sure that we didn't get taken out into the middle of the Gulf of California. Is that your Baywatch run?
It's a strategic game of missing all the dog poop on the beach. It's not that bad.
It's just dog friendly.
This is making me nervous not being able to see the bottom. So if we see a dolphin out here, I feel like the first thing we're gonna think is that it's a shark. Collision.
Ooh.
It's just so much better today without the wind. I think that's like all it is. 3, 2, 1, go! Woo!
Oh gosh.
10 out of 10.
That was a good dive.
All right, this is not gonna look half as good as Corey's.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Woo!
Very majestic.
Oh my God, that's so cold.
Are you good?
That's okay. It does take a second.
Oh my God.
It's so cold. You gonna do it, Jimmy?
I've got my keys in my pocket. I can't.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's actually really cold. I don't know if you'd like it.
I don't think I'd like it. I think it's finally happening. We've been seeing a number of vendors go up and down the street selling things to people, and we're pretty disinterested in most things. But there's a sombrero I've had my eye on this entire time that no one has sold until now. Natalie said that she saw someone walking up and down with a bundle of hats.
And we've seen him from a distance, but we're trying to get him to come up to us because I feel like that puts you in a better position to negotiate.
Yeah, we don't want to seem too desperate.
¿Cuántos pesos?
A ver cuál le gusta, hay de diferentes.
Which one do you want, Corey? Do you like them?
Es perfect por the sol.
So it fits a little bit better.
Perfect.
I like that one a lot.
You like this one?
Yeah.
They're about the
this one.
same. Yeah, let me see this one.
That one's nice.
No, that one's no good. That one's good.
I do like that one better.
Yeah. That one's good.
How much is this one?
Yeah, this one, 350, amigo.
350?
350, yeah.
Okay. Can we do 2 for 500? Is that
Hey, 2 for 60.
2 for 600?
600, okay.
Let me go check one moment.
Okay, no problem.
I only have 520. Is that enough?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Take it,
Is that okay?
no problema.
Para los dos?
Gracias.
You guys look muy guapo.
Muy guapo, sí.
What does guapo mean?
Muy guapo.
Handsome.
Handsome? Okay.
Muy guapo, sí.
I like it.
Gracias.
De nada, amiga, gracias.
I can't believe I just wasted time putting on sunscreen.
I know.
I don't like to.
Save you so much time every
It
day.
covers it all. Gracias.
Gracias.
I'm only saying this because the vendor we just talked to is far enough down the beach he can't hear me, but I wanted to talk about the vendors here and negotiating. He originally told us both of these hats would be 750 pesos altogether, which I can't do my math quickly enough, but I think that's like $45. It's a little pricey. So I tried to talk him down to 500. He said 600. And so I went back to the van to see if I had enough money, and I came out with 520. And I said, I'm sorry, this is all I have, will you take it? And he graciously took it. So I think I did a good job negotiating. It was about $15 US per hat, which I feel like is pretty, like I'm proud of myself, is what I'm trying to say. I think I did a good job.
They look really nice, and I love that they were both able to get one.
Yeah, you look like you're getting a little bit of sun there.
Yeah, I'll just have to
help you. Yeah.
I'll just have to come hang out with Jimmy whenever I get too sunburned.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be in the sun for the rest of the month.
You are staying exactly as pale as you are now for the rest of our trip.
Yes. Corey, I am thoroughly excited for this.
We'll see how it goes.
Natalie's first time riding in your van.
Yep. Don't kill us.
Good luck.
So we've been at this campsite for a couple days now, so it's time to run into town and do a quick restock. We've devised a plan where, since it is so packed here and it's so hard to find a palapa, Natalie and I are leaving our van here to save our spot while the three of us all cram in Corey's van. I'm sorry to say cram, I didn't mean to any offense by that.
What do you call my van, small?
My head is touching the ceiling, but we're basically going to ride into town all together in one van. And this works out because Corey's out of water while Natalie and I can probably last a few more days.
I get that.
Rattling around.
Yeah, a little bumpy back here, Corey.
Riding in Corey's van, it's definitely much lower than our van, but I really like it. It's pretty nice. It's interesting driving into Mulahay because kind of out of nowhere, it's just this big desert oasis where there's a bunch of palm trees, and that's the town. So it looks really cool and really tropical. We haven't actually gone into Mulahay at all. We just drove by it on our way down here, so it'll be cool to see a little bit more of it. We're kind of just running errands today though, because with our spot on the beach, we're really in a hurry to get back there.
So are you gonna let me wear this all day during our chores?
Of course.
I'm not gonna embarrass you.
No, I think you look cool.
Okay. Hold on. Do you have a hose, like a, what's it called?
Manguera?
Manguera?
See?
See? Do we look like professionals?
You look like you're on vacation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on vacation.
There's some tight roads.
It's difficult, but we are making it out of here. I'm glad we didn't bring Pancake on this trail run because the roads are really, really tight.
Yeah, they're super narrow. A lot of them are one way, but Corey's doing great.
Corey is doing phenomenally.
Killing it, Corey.
Does my hair make me look stressed?
I kind of wish we were spending a little bit more time in the town of Mulahey because it's really, really pretty here. They've got it like fully decorated where there's all these colorful flags going throughout all the major streets in the town. And the town streets are super narrow, so it's just got this really cozy, kind of intimate feel to it, and it just seems like a really cool place to hang out. Plus the entrance to it is like probably the most welcoming that I've seen for any town ever. You think 3 people could live in here full time?
No, my God.
If I'm being honest, the plan today was to go get water, food, and an ATM, but we had bad luck with the ATM. Natalie had asked the friendly guy at the water fill up, and he kindly told us that there's only one ATM in town and it was broken. So there is no ATM here. I think that's fine. We had enough change to be able to pay for Corey's water fill up, and I think we're just gonna wait till the next town before we get pesos, which is about time. I think we've got the equivalent of $2 US left in pesos. Natalie didn't let me wear my hat in the grocery store.
That is not true.
Yeah, that's not true. I chickened out. I couldn't do it.
You could have worn both hats in there.
I know. How dumb does this look?
Real dumb. It's cute though. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Sorry. My bad.
All right, I'm gonna go get the rest of the food.
I gotta say, after going to, I think now 3 supermarkets in Mexico, I really thought I was gonna like the tortillas the best, but my favorite thing has been these totopos. The tortilla chips are amazing. They're so crunchy and you can taste like the oven on them. They've all been slightly different, so I think that they're actually homemade, but definitely recommend. We're having them with every dinner. We're basically eating nachos every night. But to be fair, the tortillas are also really good and handmade. And with that, I think this is where we're gonna leave you guys this week.
Thank you so much for, this is not gonna work out.
Too many hats.
Too many hats. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, and oh my goodness, this hat is awful for this. There you go. And we will see you next week.
Bye, adios. There's like 4 coyotes behind the van right now. Oh, he's being.
Oh, nice, just in time.
Oh, weird little animals.
My goodness, they're just peeing like crazy.
Please don't fall. Oh my god.
Smooth.
Was that really easier than going around?
Yeah, it was much easier.
I actually almost just got in the water.